Hey guys, it's Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers. Welcome to the capsON podcast. I hope you guys enjoy and thanks for listening.
Welcome to the capsON podcast, coming to you from the capital, with your hosts, Nick Tobias, Tyler Blumenstick, and Michael Britton.
Welcome to the capsON Sports Podcast. I'm Anthony. I'm here alongside Mikey. I got Tyler. I got Nick.
Yo.
We're here to break down NBA All-Star Saturday. Let's get right into it with the three-point contest.
Who's in this year? Who we got?
So it is the favorite.
8 people.
Correct. The favorite is Joe Harris. He won last year. You can get him and Trae Young at plus 350. You can get Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat at plus 460. You know where he went to school?
Yes.
Name it.
Oh, Boston College?
Nah,
No.
Michigan.
Duncan Robinson?
Nah, Michigan.
Who went to Boston College? I'm thinking of.
Dog, I don't know. A lot of people.
Yeah, they field the team every year, Nick.
That's a fact. So you can get Duncan Robinson from the Miami Heat at plus 460. You can get Davis Bertans at plus 500. Devin Booker, who is a new addition to this because Damian Lillard has groin injury. He's sidelined for about a week or two, I believe they said. So tough. But welcome, Devin Booker. You can
But you know Dame Dollar is
still going to sing, though.
Still going to sing at
Still
halftime.
going to sing. Well, he's going to rap. I don't know if he's a...
I hope he brings out Shaq with him.
I hope so too. That'd be pretty fresh. So you can get Devin Booker for plus 500. Buddy Hield of the of the Sacramento Kings at plus 750. Devontae Graham, breakout star, at plus 1,200. And Zach LaVine, who's probably in the wrong contest, but you didn't hear it from me. You can get him at plus 1,200 too. So let's break it down here. Does anybody do you stick? Give me a pick. Give me somebody and why.
Dame Lillard.
He's not in
He's
it.
not playing.
Timeout.
They're putting Devin Booker in his spot.
I literally just said
Why'd you
shouldn't
stop
have cut that.
recording?
That
You
would've
should have
been
kept it
so
going,
funny.
bro.
I didn't cut it. We're still rolling. I'm getting false information on the screen that I'm on right now, which isn't good. Can
You
I
are
please see
getting
your
false-
phone?
you are
Yeah, I don't
getting-
know what this is. Trae Young is my pick because, all right, Duncan Robinson is absolutely wet. That guy, I swear he does not miss. And he was not this good in college. He was good. He knocked down his threes, but he was not, this good.
He was this good at what he does. He literally does the same thing
Yeah,
now.
But what's funny is
I
when
don't
play with
remember
him in
him-
2K, he bricks everything.
Maybe it's you.
I don't
Sometimes
remember
it's
him
not the
making
wand, it's
threes
the
at the
wizard.
clip.
I'm definitely not a wizard.
But I still think it's going to be Trae Young. I feel like, was he in it last year?
I don't believe so.
I feel like I've seen him do this before.
Well, he does shoot threes every game.
Maybe it was the
Well,
college
there's one
three-point
thing
competition.
there's one thing new with this 3-point contest that's a little bit different is there's going to be 2 stations over 29 feet that each are worth 3 points. So for people who can bomb the 3, so Trey obviously bombs. I mean, if Dame was in it, Dame hits bombs.
Gotta imagine Bertans can hit from there.
I don't know if Bertans has a sweet stroke. I like Bertans. I think Bertans is a good pick here.
But I feel like those guys don't practice, and maybe they do. I could be wrong. I feel like those guys don't practice the
David
35 for the-
Bertans when he played, or Davis Bertans when he played with San Antonio, he was strictly a pick and he was a 3 and D guy. That was it. That's what Pop used him for, and that's what the Wizards signed him for. I think him at plus 500 is a good value, and I also think Devontae Graham at plus 1,200 is a good value too. Devontae Graham gets hot. When he gets hot, he gets hot.
But the thing is,
They're all
can you
good
get
now.
hot coming straight off the bench, just not really shooting around? You're just getting up in the middle of the hyped
Well,
crowd.
what do you mean?
everything.
They shoot around beforehand.
Plus,
They get
how
blown.
serious do you think some of them take this?
Very.
Very.
Probably
Very.
very. Especially when they're scrubs like Davis Bertans and Devontae.
The guy leads the league in 3-point percentage. He's not a scrub. That guy's not a scrub.
Okay,
at
but he's
all.
not a star.
No,
but he's not a star.
But he does his job very well. His job is to shoot threes. You're
Yeah,
not
the
going to
thing-
get him.
I think he should. I realistically think Davis Bertans should be the favorite. I've watched him shoot threes, and it's smooth.
He was the favorite last year.
I don't even remember him in the 3-point
But
contest
it's the
last
pressure
year.
factor. That's the thing. That's why guys like Joe Harris, who's done this before, Trae Young, who is used to being that guy in the spotlight, these things matter in these in these competitions. You see guys that are traditionally really, really, really good, and they go into the 3-point competition and they just can't buy a basket.
It's
I
a rhythm.
think we saw Steph Curry come out really flat in the first rack and a half. And that stuff can happen.
You
that was
have to
Steph
get
Curry.
hot.
Yeah, you got to hit your shot. So I'm gonna go with the guys that are used to locking in pressure situations and can knock down and focus for that. What is it, a minute?
I believe so. Yeah.
But yeah. So I think Trae Young is that mix. I know Joe Harris is like the 3-point guy. Like he's probably the favorite. It's
my dude.
And he deserves to be the favorite. He's won it before.
Damn right.
But I don't know. Trae Young is.
He also won it.
Trae Young.
Like, I'm not the best.
Okay, so you're gonna pick Trae Young. I'm gonna go with Devontae Graham. I think Devontae Graham is gonna make a run here.
You can get that good value at plus 1200.
Plus 1200. I mean, like 10 to win 120. That's easy. I mean, maybe not easy, but it's kind of easy. If he wins. He's got to win for it to be easy. All right, so what do you go? You gonna go Joe Harris again?
Yeah, I gotta go Joe Harris. I'm a Nets fan, right? So I haven't missed a Nets game in a long time.
You haven't missed watching a Nets game.
I haven't missed watching a Nets game. Yeah. Hot as hell these past couple of games. He's putting the ball in the net from 3 at an elite rate. He's shooting 40% from the year. That's down from last year, but still 40% is nothing to scoff at.
Jeez,
You're an asshole,
come
man.
on, man.
You're terrible.
Come on. We're trying to record a podcast, and you can't help but make sure everybody knows you're getting text
Is that
messages.
Tinder?
No, it's my messages.
Yeah, obviously it's your messages.
Tinder messages.
Tinder messages. Yeah, so I'm going to take Joe Harris at plus 350. Stick, you're taking Trae Young at plus 350.
Yep.
I'm also going with Trae Young.
Trae Young at
going
plus
off what you said with
350.
the pressure, he's also playing in Atlanta. He hates it. Now he's in front of stars, people more of his caliber. He's going to lock in and go off. However, I do have a sleeper. I guess not so much sleeper, but if I was not going to go with Trae Young, I would go with Devin Booker.
Yeah, Devin Booker at plus 500 feels like... I feel like this is like the fourth time he's been in this thing and he never wins it, right? But it's Devin Booker. Like
He's
dude,
also probably
And he was
pissed.
basically like
Yeah.
he's basically the guy who...
Got thrown in.
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
yeah, this guy's not in
replacement.
it. We'll put you in.
Yeah, I feel like Buddy Hield at plus 750. You can get some pretty good value from that one.
Buddy Hield last year. If it was Buddy Hield last year, I would be more inclined to take him. This year, they pay him. He wanted to get paid, so they pay him, and I've just been disappointed by him this year. I don't think Devontae Graham should have the same odds as Zach LaVine at plus 1200. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that Buddy Hield kind of wants out. He doesn't he clashes with Luke Walton and what they're doing there. That team overperformed. The Kings overperformed last year, and they're having trouble keeping it. So there's a little bit element of that, a little bit different game. But like, you're shooting a standalone 3-pointer from the corner, from the 2 elbows, from the top, and from the other corner. I said 2 corners.
So yeah, so if they changed, like I told you about the format, they changed it a little bit. The ball, they went from shooting 25 balls to 27 balls, so they get 2 more shots and they get an extra 10 seconds, which
But yeah, that long distance shot definitely benefits guys like
Trae Young.
If he can hit both of those, or he can hit one of those, that might be the difference, between advancing to the next round or winning and sitting back down on the bench.
Absolutely. All right, what's next?
So
Skill?
next we got the skills challenge. They changed this up now too, so I believe it's been this way for a couple of years now, but I believe it's like guards versus big men basically. Going in like a tournament style. You can get Spencer Dinwiddie, who won 2 years ago, right, and then didn't participate last year, so he was never dethroned as champion. You can get Spencer Dinwiddie at plus 3. I'm just saying.
Did he win last year?
No, because he wasn't in it. He couldn't defend it. He was hurt.
That's not my problem.
But if he wasn't hurt, he would have won. He can win all of these until they're not going to take the crown off of him. Anyways,
not gonna take the crown off of anybody.
Spencer Dinwiddie is plus 350. Chris Middleton is plus 410. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is plus 460. Jason Tatum is plus 550. Pascal Siakam is also plus 550. Pat Bev is plus 750. He's won this thing before. Domantas Sabonis is plus 900. And Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat is plus 1,200.
So
Nick, start us off here.
We got 3 winners in here. JT won last year, Dinwiddie the year before, and Pat Bev won in 2015. I don't like Pat Bev in this situation here. Bam, I know we were talking about it a little before, man. I think Bam is a sleeper if he could hit a 3, but that's something that I don't know if he can do. I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has the handles and he can make his open shots. You went with Joe Harris in the 3-point because you're a Nets guy.
That's not true. That's part of the reason, but it's not completely true. I think Joe Harris is the best 3-point shooter, like pure 3-point shooter in that field. But
Jason Tatum is top 10 this year in MVP voting.
That doesn't mean anything, though.
I know exactly why, because he's a monster.
Yeah, he's a monster, but he's
Him playing good basketball.
I want to pick him, but I think Spicy P. I love the way Spicy P.
That's
plays.
really good value.
I love the way he plays basketball. He's improved every year since he's been in the league. He broke out last year, and now he doesn't have Kawhi, and he's doing better than he did last year, which nobody was sure if he was going to do.
They filled the void of Kawhi really well.
He did. He took over.
It's all of
role.
those guys, but he's taken the
Van Fleet
Yep.
have really.
But Toronto's
that
getting
team.
Toronto's getting production from guys like Terrence Davis, and like it's like insane.
Yeah, I mean they're playing as a team. I'm gonna go with Spicy P. I'm gonna go with Pascal Siakam.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Yeah, Spicy P is a good get here at plus 550.
I like Spicy P. I think Shai is a sleeper. I like Shai a lot. I don't think Chris Middleton can do it. Jason Tatum.
Yeah, I don't know why Chris Middleton. I get why Chris Middleton is on here, right? Because he's on the best team in the East, and Giannis probably didn't want to do it, so they took.
Yeah.
so they needed to get the best team involved in this somehow, so they took Chris Middleton. I wonder why they didn't take George Hill or Bledsoe, but Chris Middleton's the bigger name.
I feel like Bledsoe would be real good at this.
I feel like Bledsoe's been in it before. I feel like George Hill has been in it too, but George Hill leads the NBA in like 3-point percentage, so maybe he should be in the 3-point contest, but discussion for another time. I don't pick these things. I just bet on them. I just bet on them.
Talk and lose money.
Yeah. Yeah, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a really good value at plus 460. Like, I feel like he has a legitimate. I feel like all of these shots, all these dudes have a legitimate shot at winning this
I mean,
thing.
all
like,
it comes down to is a chest pass, and if you can get it in between a tire.
Exactly.
Can you get it in between a tire? Yes or no? Is it going to take
and
you
like
5 tries?
Domantas Sabonis is one of the best passing big men in the league. Right?
I hate Sabonis.
But if he's going against a guy that's like faster, if he's going against a guy like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Spencer Dinwiddie, like it matters how fast you can get like to those spots too. And I feel like a guard is always going to get to the spot faster than a center. I mean, that's just obvious body type and stuff like that. And especially when like hitting a shot, like Spencer Dinwiddie won 2 years ago because he was pulling up from basically like from like half court to like just get the shot off so he can basically get ready for the next one. He was pulling up from the new zone in the 3-point contest. And that's how Pat Beverly kind of won when he won, what was it, like 15 or something like that?
2015, yep.
He won basically the same way, just chucking up a 3 and like basically getting lucky with the other dudes kind of missing as well. So it's a big thing. It's a big thing in luck here. If you want to take a big man, I think your best value is plus 900. I'm going to take Spencer Dinwiddie because he's the
best one.
He's the best one. Well, he's got the best odds of plus 350. So, I mean, I'm not the only one who thinks that. So,
yeah, but remember,
you can take that up with Vegas.
I'm not going to take it up.
Okay.
I mean, if that requires me to go out to Vegas, then I might take it up with Vegas.
So
Put on the company card.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna take Spencer Dinwiddie in this situation in this contest here. I think he's best bet here.
I'm gonna go with Spicy P.
Yay!
So 3 Spicy Peas and a Spencer Dinwiddie. And I don't mean to be a Nets homer here, but I'm going to be a Nets homer.
I am low-key rooting for Spencer Dinwiddie.
I am too. Cause he won when he won 2 years ago. He had like the afro and the goatee. Now it's like a more mature.
I don't know why I don't blame you for being a Nets homer here, because both of your guys are the favorite for the competition.
Yeah.
So like, you'd kind of be like a dick just to like pick somebody else in all honesty, because like your guys have a realistic shot to win it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Favorites.
Like,
Absolutely.
Spencer Dinwiddie is a great point guard. I think the Nets are better off with him than they are with Kyrie.
Whoa!
I'm just being real.
Just
being real.
you're just a Kyrie hater.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
you're right. I
Celtics
absolutely.
fan.
The thing with the
I
disconnect here is we're both C's fans, but Kyrie is probably my favorite player. in the
can't
NBA.
stand Kyrie
And
Irving.
you cannot stand
I absolutely cannot stand him. I think he's a big whiner. His stats are empty. He can't do anything unless LeBron James is on his team. So
Well, there's got Kevin Durant.
Exactly.
So
exactly, because he can't do it by himself. Because he complains that he wants to do it by himself, and then he can't, and then he finds somebody else because he can't do it by himself. So stop saying you can do it by yourself. Doesn't play 29 games, comes back. We need a lot of pieces to make this team better. With Kevin Durant sitting right on the side.
he's not playing. Kevin Durant's not playing.
Why is he
His Achilles
complaining?
hurts.
Huh?
His Achilles hurts.
He was
hurts.
out,
Yeah,
right,
it's
he
like
was
a
out
His Achilles was
sprinting.
fucking.
He was out sprinting.
Yeah, but he's not going to play basketball. He's not in basketball shape.
Why is he complaining? He's got the best player in the league is sitting on the bench. Why do you say you need more pieces? You have the best piece in the league.
Because you need more pieces. You can't win a championship with the dudes that he's with some of the dudes that he's got. If he's got to make
He's always got something to complain about.
listen, he complained last year because those guys didn't know how to win a championship. We've got dudes on this team that know how to win a championship.
How?
Because KD's won some, Kyrie's got some, DeAndre Jordan won a gold medal. I mean, that's 3 more than the Celtics have.
KD's not winning, so I mean, KD's not playing, so why does
Well,
that
he's not
matter?
playing. Yeah, he play next year.
Okay, but we're talking about this year. I'm not talking about next year.
Okay, so KD's not playing.
Okay.
All right, we're not having this.
Moving
We're not
on.
having this discussion. You know what the constant? You know what the constant is though. Last year, when the Celtics were in a shitstorm,
we were talking about this. Was you talking? Okay, you're gonna bring up Al? 'Cause
I am going to bring up Al Horford. Al Horford was in that locker room. What's happening this year in Philly? They don't know what to do. What's
I mean,
Al Horford
listen,
doing?
I
I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
not-
Wait,
I'm
there's
not
some
Lot of
gonna-
issues in that locker.
I'm gonna blame.
So
I'm
is
gonna
Al
blame
Horford?
Embiid.
Is Al Horford? Okay, that's fine. But is Al Horford the leader that everybody makes him out to
Pretty
be?
sure his wife
if
said something on Twitter.
Who,
the
Al
other day.
Horford?
Yeah,
Yeah, she did.
She did. She
tweeted
said something on Twitter. so
His
maybe it's a
family
problem.
talks a lot of smack on Twitter, and it may be partially his fault this year, but it's not. It's all Embiid. Embiid wants to be the leader of that team, and he just says stupid things.
It's Ben Simmons.
I don't care about
Those
Ben
two guys
Simmons.
can't play together.
They
No,
can't.
they can't.
A lot of beef.
And
I really wanted to see Ben Simmons in the skills comp just for like kind of laughs because I just kind of want to see him because
He would do everything well until the last.
No, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised if the dude can make the dude can make threes. There was a clip on Twitter yesterday of him making like 8 threes in the row from the corner. Granted, it's from the corner, and we've seen this 1,050,000 times of him shooting threes, and it's like, why doesn't he do it in the game? But this isn't a game. This is a skills competition. It's you just stand there, shoot the three. Anyways, moving on to the dunk contest. This is probably my favorite.
Mike, you took spicy P?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
So
I
we
didn't-
got
I
three.
didn't-
No, you're good. We got 3 spicy
I'm ready
peas
for
and Spencer
Dinwiddie,
Dinwiddie. Moving on to the dunk contest. This is probably my favorite event that they do. It's really up and down depending on who's judging it, who's in it. But like we haven't had a dunk contest since it was Gordon and Levine. I don't know if we're gonna get something similar this year. I think this field has a lot of potential. So we got Aaron Gordon of the Orlando Magic at plus 150. We got Derek Jones Jr. of the Miami Heat at plus 160. We've got Pat Connaughton of the Bucks at plus 450 and Dwight Howard of the Lakers at plus 600. Aaron Gordon should be the runaway favorite for this, right?
no, I think
and
absolutely.
as somebody who watches enough basketball, I'm going to tell you before any of you idiots think of it, do not put your money on Dwight Howard. Do not put your money on Dwight Howard. And I'm going to tell
I'm
you
still
why.
gonna say what
And
I'm gonna say.
Are you going to put money on Dwight Howard?
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and
All
I
right,
don't want
go
you to
ahead.
talk me
Before
out.
Before you keep going, I'll tell you who the judges are, because everyone can.
The judges are
Dwayne Wade,
next.
Scottie Pippen, and who?
It's Dwayne Wade, Candace Parker, Scottie Pippen, Common, and Chadwick Boseman.
Didn't Candace Parker play for the LA
Something.
Sparks?
That's the LA team. I don't know if she played for him, but
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, but say what you're gonna say, because
yeah, give me why you're going to waste your money on Dwight Howard.
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna bet on this at all. Probably, yeah, I will, but I don't know. It's like I feel like it's a skills competition basically.
No,
like,
it's a dunk contest.
fine, but it's still a competition of skill, and you can't argue facts or
Fine.
opinions. So basically, you can't argue anything.
No.
Anyways,
End quote, Richard Sherman.
yes, Candace Parker did play for the Sparks.
I don't
Dwight
think
Howard
that's
plays for the Lakers.
All right, so you're thinking
Just saying for the bias that's in there. So just
So
keep
you
that
think
in the
there's
back of your
some
mind.
baked-in bias into?
No, I don't think
Dwight
there's a
Howard.
baked-in bias, but he's had like kind of a resurgent year. Like he's come back, made himself kind of reborn. Like I'm not,
he's playing for the right team. That's his thing. Is he's finally playing
exactly,
for the
but
right team.
he's in great shape. I was watching the game late, just like dozing off one night. I don't remember what it
He
was.
was balling.
There might have been last night. Yeah,
it was last
he
night.
was he was passing. He there was a dunk.
Good thing we don't pass in the dunk contest. Well,
No,
I
I
guess you
know.
could pass yourself, but
But no, it's a point of his athleticism. Like this guy's in like great shape. Aaron Gordon's the runaway favorite. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some like comeback storyline. Not that it would be something massive because it probably wouldn't. But like, I don't know. I think he can come in here. I think he can put on a show. I think he can get the crowd hyped. Where is the All-Star game?
Chicago.
Chicago. Dwight Howard connection? None.
No.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I really
I have
have.
some
It's not a
odds.
like convincing lock.
I found
dunk
odds
contest, but-
for the dunk contest.
Yeah, I read them.
Yeah, he read them already.
Oh, you said Aaron Gordon plus 150?
Yep.
Derek Jones Jr. at 160. I
Right.
mean, Derek Jones Jr.'s got some bunnies.
He's not gonna win though. Like, I feel like him and Pat Connaughton just like don't have.
To win the
They
dunk
don't have
contest,
the name. for
to
that.
win
Like,
the dunk contest, you need some combination of like awe-inspiring dunks, like what we saw from Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine a few years ago. That has to be mixed with some sort of props, right? Because we've seen pretty much every dunk there is to see, right? If somebody sticks their elbow in the rim like Vince Carter and rips off their jersey and he's wearing a Vince Carter jersey, great. It's the third time we've seen it.
Yeah, I've never
Phenomenal.
seen that before.
So like there are only so many wrinkles you can add to this. And my point with Dwight Howard, right, is he's 34 years old, right? He does not have the same athleticism when he was in it the first time, and he dunked over like Nate Robinson. I could jump over Nate Robinson. He's
all
like
for
5'4", so maybe
shots.
I can't jump over Nate Robinson, but I'm gonna pretend as though I can jump over Nate Robinson because it supports my argument.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and get smeared for picking Dwight Howard.
No, I'm going
shot
to
pick.
drag you for
It's a
picking
long
Dwight
shot
Howard.
pick.
So here's
all right,
what
good.
here's, so
and
here's,
I can't wait till next Wednesday when I can smear you for saying,
Candace
Parker colluded with the judges to give Dwight Howard the win. I have plus 500 odds.
So I think we have a witch hunt going on here.
I don't know.
But so here's what
I'm not going to take the slander. It's a long shot.
Here's what I'm going to tell you what happens, right?
Okay.
Dwight Howard is going to dunk first or last, right?
I don't
in the
care.
first
He's
round.
gonna
No. He's going to
And
bring
he's
out
gonna dunk better
He's
than
going to
Aaron
bring
Gordon.
out some stupid prop. He's gonna do some dumb dunk that we've seen 250.
He's gonna be stupid in the game.
He's literally just gonna do like a regular in-game dunk. He's gonna bring it behind his head and slam it 2 hands down over like some dude on a tricycle or something like that.
It's gonna get
and
it
it's
done.
gonna get like 35 points because we haven't.
No, you're not gonna give Dwight Howard 35 points.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are, because he's the worst dunker in this. I don't even like. He's going to do what John Collins did last year, and John Collins is 150 times more athletic than Dwight Howard.
I agree with that.
And
I hope so.
And John Collins couldn't put the ball in the hoop over some mock airplane, right? I don't think Dwight Howard gets this done. I think putting your money on that is stupid and a long
Look,
shot.
I'm not throwing
With
a
that
paycheck
said,
on
I'm
it, but,
taking
like-
the third. I'm taking the third option. I'm taking Pat Connaughton at plus 450.
All right, that's like, I'm so pissed off you just went there, and I know that I knew you were going there because you said it in the chat, but that's just such bullshit that you just dragged me for taking the plus 600 underdog.
I'm gonna take the plus
and you're gonna
450.
take the next worst option.
I'm gonna take the plus 450, right? Because here's what's gonna happen, right? Aaron Gordon, hands down, probably the best dunker in this, right?
Exactly. So why would you put it on the plus 450?
Because Pat Connaughton knows
what?
he knows
what?
He knows that he's
That
got to
Dwight
do.
Howard is gonna win the dunk
No,
competition?
he knows he's got to do some psycho, some insane thing that we've never seen before, right? And it's just gonna come down to whether he can get up. You know who had the
Sorry, lightning covered -1.5. So
Nice.
I'm happy.
Oh, let's go.
Pat Connaughton had the highest vertical in his draft class, right? That's important because you got to get up to dunk.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct? Correct? Okay. So
Can't
Pat
argue
Connaughton, long shot, probably knows he's the long shot here. He's probably going to try to do some insane stuff. I trust Pat Connaughton to put the basketball in the hoop with the dunking variety and doing some cool shit.
I hope so, 'cause if he pulls up from the elbow, you're gonna have a problem.
I think Derrick Jones Jr. is great. I mean, you've seen. I mean, I don't know if you have, but I've seen what he's done. He jumps out of the building during regular NBA season games, and
I feel like he Blake Griffin's dunk where he just kind of throws it in. You know what I mean? Like he's like 35 feet away and he like throws it in and his like fingertips are like, for those listening at home, my fingertips are not touching my fingers or my other hand, which is in a circular to represent the hoop here.
I'm glad you clarified.
Thank you.
Fingertips
I know.
are
Fingertips to imaginary hoop, right? Where he just kind of throws the ball in, right? Like watch Blake Griffin like yam dunk and he like throws the ball in. I feel like that's what Derrick Jones do.
No, I don't care.
That's what he does in games. But
listen,
the fact of the matter, like he's gonna get up and he's going to do some
bounces.
stuff. Yeah.
He bounces, and I'm just. Aaron Gordon knows what it takes to win the dunk
Right,
contest.
it is creativity. It is creativity,
And
and
I
whether or
think-
not you can put the ball in the
Exactly.
hoop at the first time. And apparently that might not even matter because if you do a cool enough dunk and you miss it 3 fucking times and you still got how much time is left, or if you miss it twice or whatever and get it on the third time, like the judges don't care.
No, they don't.
They should care, and maybe they're telling them to care, but
I'm going to go with Derrick Jones Jr. I'm not thinking too much into this. I haven't watched a slam dunk competition pretty much since it was Aaron Gordon and when it was Aaron Gordon and Zach Levine. That's the last time I watched a dunk contest. I just haven't really been excited for the people in it, and it's really not a star-studded slam dunk contest.
because those stars don't want to do it.
And I don't understand why. You know, I don't understand why. Okay, now I guess I know why LeBron doesn't want to do it because he's old and he doesn't have the bounce. Why hasn't he wanted to do it before?
Because they expect the world of it, and then when they don't produce, they're asked 250 times about it, and it's like you let XYZ down or you didn't meet performance. Why even bother with it if something's so irrelevant? Is there a cash prize? Is there like...
Yeah, there's got to be a cash prize.
Like, what is the reward here? To give the fans something and you get a cool trophy that doesn't mean anything? Like, Dwight Howard's a Hall of Famer. Is he a Hall of Famer because he won the dunk contest once? No. He's the Hall of Famer because was a friggin' machine for like 13 years.
This is something I don't want to gamble on strictly because I think because it is up to the judges.
Right,
it's a huge favorites game. It's a wow factor.
It's not whether or not he put it in the hoop or not.
No.
Right.
So I mean, I'm going to take Derrick Jones Jr. here and just not think too much into it. I like him, and I think he plays for Miami, man. He knows big lights. He knows what to do. So I'm going to roll with Derrick Jones Jr.
Mikey.
I'm going with Dwight Howard.
Dwight!
For one sole reason that I probably should not bring up on the podcast. So,
the little scandal.
Well, maybe I'll dive into it a little bit. Dwight Howard, some rumors came out that he messed around with some transgender women.
That's okay. He likes what he likes.
Yeah, no, I'm not knocking it. D-Wade's child recently came out as transgender.
Favoritism.
You know, there's going to be a little favoritism. Candace Parker. And Candace Parker. And you know, D-Wade's going to be over there just like talking to Pippen, just tripping some of the judges like, hey man, like you gotta just root for Dwight. I need to show like my kids some support. I need some large platform support. Like, come on. And that's going to win Dwight the dunk contest.
Wow. What a spin.
Conspiracy!
What that is from distance.
That's further from distance than dunk guy.
All right, I have a question.
Quieted Mano.
So, I don't deal in rumors. I deal in facts.
And you can't argue facts.
You can't argue facts.
All right, I have a question to close out this podcast.
I have an
answer. We're going to debate it.
And Dwight Howard is a Hall of Famer.
So I found this ESPN story. It's actually ESPN Philippines. That's where the article is.
Wow.
For whatever reason, I don't know why.
Why are you diving into ESPN Philippines?
I don't know, but it's a very interesting question.
Okay.
Could anyone in the NBA sweep All-Star Saturday? We pick 5 superstars and 1 legend who is ready for action.
Okay.
So by sweeping the All-Star Saturday, you got to win the skills competition, you got to win the 3-point competition, and you have to win the dunk contest.
Right.
Damian Lillard was in all 3. He
in
didn't
2014.
Win. Yep, he didn't win. Tell me he's on that list.
He didn't. He is on the list, I believe.
Okay.
So we got Paul George.
I feel like Dame is a better player. Oh, Paul George.
PG's not bad.
Paul George. Blake Griffin. LeBron James.
Younger LeBron.
Zach LaVine. Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Or Michael Jordan.
Dude, I think Dame's got the all-around everything.
I agree with that. But
I like
the
Dame.
dunk contest, I think he falls short a little bit.
I do. I think that too, and I think Paul George is probably the best option out of all of them. PG can stroke it. He's a big guy. He throws down. I would take PG. I think in that situation.
Now this has ratings here, like power rankings, and it has a scale of 1 to 10. It rates their handles, passing, shooting, 3-point shooting, dunks, and showmanship. And it has Michael Jordan rated 9 for handles, 8 for passing, 10 for shooting, 7 for 3-point shooting. 10 for dunks,
7 is generous.
10 for showmanship.
Without looking, do you know what Michael Jordan shot for 3 in his career?
Because I know you're already looking.
I gotta imagine it's probably
I just had to confirm it.
20-some%?
35? 30? I'm going to settle at 32.
I was going to say 24.
Michael Jordan from 3?
But that wasn't his game. That's the thing.
Right, it was a different game
back then.
What did he shoot?
32.7%.
Wow, I hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. On about 3 attempts a game. Well, depending on the year. 1 attempt his last 2 years, 1.5, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1. So he's taking about a 3 a game. He's making, he's shooting basically 1 for 3 for his entire career.
But just for reference, let me keep going on this. So Jordan got 9, 8, 10, 7, 10, 10. And just to compare that to LeBron James, 7, 10, 8, 7, 10, 10. So I don't know if because in the top of the article it says ready for action. A legend is ready for action. Michael Jordan is not as good as LeBron James right now.
Oh, it's like right now?
Yeah,
like, can Michael Jordan win right friggin' now? No.
I think so, but
maybe if he's dunking, maybe if he's dunking in his Hanes and his Hanes give him friggin'
it says had the all-around game competitive drive to put together an All-Star Saturday sweep in his prime.
Yeah.
So all dudes at their prime.
All right.
Yeah.
So then in his prime, I would say
I'm going with none of those guys. I'm going with Kevin Durant. That's literally the best player in basketball for the past 4 years or something like that.
I agree with that, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Paul George is, for those guys there, Paul George is pretty good. LeBron is pretty. I would trust LeBron in a standing 3-point shooting, not really focusing on the dude closing out on him.
I would put Kawhi in there also.
Kawhi,
Young
you can,
Kawhi?
yeah.
Would it do?
Yeah.
Kawhi or Paul George.
Kawhi's
should do it.
passing is underrated, but I don't know if he can like fit a basketball
Without a
through
doubt, he
like
can do it.
through like the tire, like on the fly. You know what I mean? Like when you're trying to beat
That's
5
tough.
other dudes, like he
Without
can
a
do it.
doubt he can do it. He's Kawhi Leonard. And
Yeah, but
that's
it's-
also why I did not want to pick Jason Tatum, because I can just picture in my head right now him just being the biggest dope and just like bricking it right into the
Oh yeah.
the
Oh
panel
no, dude. That
right in front of
absolutely.
it.
It's just
Just like 2, 3, 4 in a row, and
Well,
then
the
he's just
skills
like,
comp
oh well,
is
crap,
the skills
he's
comp
shooting
is a
three.
lot of luck. It's like, can you get it the first time consistently?
Exactly.
It's like but no,
Anyway.
I go Kevin Durant to close that one out.
That wraps up our NBA All-Star Weekend episode. As always, you can follow our socials on Instagram at capson.sports, Twitter, capson_Inc. That's INC. The Facebook page is going to be up soon, and we also have big news. We bought the domain name, capsonsports.com. Our website's going to be up pretty soon. So we hope you enjoyed, and thanks for listening.
Don't bet Dwight Howard.
Let's go Giants.